What's a thin girl without an eating disorder doing in a food-related 12-step program? I'm so glad you asked. Hi everyone, I'm Carrie. I'm 25 years old. I weigh about 133 pounds and I'm around 5'4". I've just started this channel a couple of weeks ago to talk about my journey on overcoming overeating, and I guess about 4 or 5 weeks into it, I joined a food-related 12-step program. I've had a few viewers comment that I'm already thin and they would kill to look like me. And on the outside, it's true. I don't look like I struggle with food. And I don't have anorexia. I've never been bulimic. I did struggle with a binge eating disorder, but it was binge eating, so I never at any point exercised excessively or purged, which is what bulimia is. So why am I in the 12-step program? I just wanted to answer some of those questions today to make you all a little bit more familiar with my story and to really help you understand why I'm in recovery. The first reason is because I simply don't have self-control around food for any extended period of time. A few times in my life, I've had self-control around food. I journaled my food and I was able to maintain a balanced diet. I lost a little bit of weight. It was for about 3 or 4 months, and that worked really well, but it was at the cost of white-knuckling it for a lot of the time. Secondly, very few people understand what it means to be addicted to food. Either they don't have that struggle, they're not addicted, and so they don't understand my impulse to overeat, or they themselves are addicted and they either haven't admitted it or they've admitted it but they don't want to do anything about it. But at the fellowship that I attend, everybody gets me. Absolutely everybody understands my issues with food. And though the specific issues may vary a little bit, we all have issues with food and they all get it, and it's wonderful to be in a room filled with people who not only understand me but who are living in recovered lives. Thirdly, when I satisfy my impulses to eat something that I had previously told myself I wouldn't eat, it just sets into motion this domino effect into the rest of my life that causes me to compromise in every other area. For me, integrity really does start on the tip of my fork. If I can't be integrous about the food that I'm going to eat, I can almost guarantee you I'm not going to be integrous in pretty much any other area in my life. Fourth, my train brain has been shut off. Before I joined the program, I had no idea that it wasn't normal to go to bed at night and to have your brain explode with information, whether it's stupid or pointless or funny. I just could never turn my brain off. And actually, one of the funniest things was that I would get songs stuck in my head for days, and they would play over and over and over again, and it would drive me crazy. And when I first joined this program over a year ago, that's one of the first things I noticed that stopped. Train brain wasn't there anymore. I could go to bed at night and my brain would have nothing in it, and it was wonderful. And all of that really did come back after I left the program pretty much right away. But now that I've joined again, I can turn that all off again and I can think clearly and I don't worry about the future. And lastly, I'm there because I love food more than I love anything in the entire world. Food has become my boyfriend, my husband, my lover, my children. I mean, anything in this world that I could attach myself to, food is like the apex of that. I just love it more than anything and I can't get enough of it. But it makes me miserable. Over-consuming and overeating has made me entirely miserable. And I don't like that. I have a God in my life and I love Him and I want to love God more than I love anything. Unfortunately, food took that place in my life. So I'm taking food off the throne in my heart and putting God there instead. So this is why a relatively thin girl is in a food-related 12-step program. I'm really excited. I don't know, 5 or 6 days into it now, and it just gets better every day. And I'm currently in an easier season in my life, so I know that it's not going to be peachy perfect my entire life or however long I'm in this program. But I do know that it keeps me grounded and it keeps me working on spiritual disciplines and focused on God and helping others, and I'm so thankful for it. So, in case you were wondering, I hope I answered some of your all's questions. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you later. Bye!